Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Steelbook Obsessed. My name is Jake, and today I'm going to celebrate a series of movies that I have loved ever since I was about 8 or 9 years old, probably earlier with the animated series. And that, my friends, is X-Men. I'm gonna slide this over slowly but surely. Yes, you see VHS tapes, but here, my friends, is the stack of goodies that I have to show off. I even have an action figure. I have some games on here. I have a DVD steelbook. I have a ton of steelbooks. I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna do Deadpool stuff first and then X-Men stuff, I believe. I like showing off collection stuff because I have all this stuff behind me. I kind of like to showcase it off to you just in case you're new to collecting or you've been collecting forever and you're like, I had no idea this release came out. I love watching that type of stuff. I hope you do as well. If you do, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But let's get down to some steelbooks, folks. Let's start with Deadpool. We have the steelbook for Deadpool 1 right here. It's kind of a classless, not classless. It's a timeless, that's the word. Timeless looking cover here. All you have is his logo. Not too shabby there. One thing that does drive me crazy with this release is that when it's sitting on the shelf, you can see that the spine right there, it's going the opposite way. So when I put it on my shelf, I have to put it like this. So Deadpool is kind of reading the right way. That's a me problem, not a you problem, but a steelbook problem for sure. It kind of makes me want to like pop off both sides of this steelbook, flip them around just so the spine is right. But we open it up. You might have saw that I had issues with the discs here. That's because the Blu-ray was popping out a little bit, but these suckers don't scratch up, so that's okay. DVD is right here. A very awesome thing that they had in the pamphlets. Like normally it's just a digital code, but on the other side, they had a test yourself for testicular cancer little pamphlet on the other side. I absolutely love that. And on the inside of this steelbook, the Blu-ray just popped out. Jesus Christ. On here, we have Deadpool posing like crazy. I feel like I need to get this movie on 4K anyway. I did not rewatch it before I am going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm going to go see that on... I guess I'm going to post this on Friday. So I'm going to go see this the next day, on Saturday. I'm trying to rewatch as much of this content as I possibly can. I rewatched... the movies that I rewatched, I will throw up on Letterboxd. Because it's been so long since I've seen these movies that a lot of them I did not log on Letterboxd. And as soon as I saw them, I'm like, that gives me a reason to do this. One that I have watched, Deadpool 2. Pretty fun, entertaining movie, I guess. I don't know, Deadpool 1 I don't remember liking that much. And Deadpool 2 I kind of thought the same thing. I thought it was a little bit lesser. It's a fun, entertaining time. This is one of the first times that I can remember ever seeing a slipcover on a steelbook in Best Buy. I want to say the first one that I remember seeing was Knives Out from Lionsgate. But this is one that Fox did. I like how it kind of has some of his like meta quips on here. Very, very cool. It's got the super duper cut of the movie. And this is just a pretty classy steelbook here. I know it's stick figures. I don't know if you can make stick figures classy. But there's the front. There is the back. Right here. You open it up. Nothing's falling out here. I actually have the 4K still in my player, but we get two cuts of the film, and I love these dividers so much. They're great. You get the 4K theatrical, the 4K super duper cut, which is in my player, and then you get the Blu-rays of both as well. I just love that they're all on their individual discs, and they have this nice little shiny divider. Instead of putting like two here and two on the other side, these dividers are, I love them. It's my ideal way to kind of package discs in physical media. I wish more companies did it. For sure. And again, all of the special feature stuff is on the slipcover. Always a nice touch. I'm going to quickly go over some meta Deadpool releases. Back when Deadpool 2 came out physically, they also re-released a lot of Fox movies with Deadpool branded slipcovers. It got me to buy a couple of them day one. First one I bought was Predator, because I love Predator, and I thought this this artwork, this cover art, was amazing with Deadpool slapped on there. So I picked this one up, and then I also picked up Castaway. Wade Wilson is now Wilson. I thought that was very, very cute. On the back here, he kind of has like post-it notes of more meta-ness. I don't know, just that's thinking outside of the box. This is, I guess it's saying the same thing on Predator. I hope and pray and fingers crossed. I know it's not going to happen because they're owned by Disney now. But wouldn't you die if you saw some Disney IPs with Deadpool on it? Not even Marvel, just go all over the board with the Disney filmography. It would make me double dip on Disney movies, that's for dang sure. And then one I just recently found out in the wild, Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, very, very cool. I really like this artwork. In total, there were 16 of these released. I can kind of pop some pictures up to kind of show all of them off for you. But I absolutely love this. I absolutely love the idea. Want to see some more when Deadpool Wolverine comes out. We'll see what happens. But I also have Deadpool the game on PS4. I haven't played this yet. I've meant to, and when it came out, I remember hearing interesting things about it. So I know I just need to play it, but I've got 2 kids and my life is busy making content for you guys as it is, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to. I'm taking a vacation soon. Maybe I should bring this along. I am bringing my PS5 along. We shall see. But now we went into some sort of animated Deadpoolness. Let's go into some animated X-Men goodies with these X-Men VHS tapes. Back in the day, Pizza Hut you'd pay Pizza Hut $1.99 or some cheap price and you would get some awesome VHS tapes. McDonald's did this with like Back to the Future and Jurassic Park. Pizza Hut did this with X-Men the Animated Series. There's not a lot of bells and whistles to these. It's just very, very cool that they did these in the first place. Did I line those up? Does that actually line up? And it doesn't. I thought it would. It doesn't. I thought they would line up and kind of make the symbol. Still kind of cool to see. I actually just popped one of these in for a TikTok video I did. It starts with like Pizza Hut, Marvel Comics, and they just talk about X-Men and Stan Lee's in it. It's very cool. And while I like the content on these, of course, I like the artwork on this release a little bit more. As you can see, I found this at Half Price Books for $1. At $1, I could not pass this up just to look at all of the classic artwork on VHS format. I didn't show what the VHS tapes look like. Here are these, or here's that one from Half Price Books. I kind of like the VHS tapes better from Pizza Hut because they're all numbered. The first one is the pilot of the X-Men. I don't know. I miss those days to where you could buy physical media with your fast food. It just, yeah, match made in heaven. But now let's slowly go into the first live action movie, which is X-Men. And yes, I have it on VHS. I've never seen it on VHS, but I saw it whenever, I want to say I found this at the Goodwill outlet. So for $0.25, there's no way I am passing this sucker up. This movie holds a soft spot in my heart. That's why I also have it on. It's not a steelbook, it's a metal pack, but back in the day, Best Buy was selling this for $10. And a lot of these that I will show you cost $9.99. Very, very cool stuff. Metal packs are kind of like steelbooks, but you can see the spine is a little bit different. That's because these open up and the spine kind of goes away. It just disappears. And I kind of like that. I've never not liked metal packs. They're kind of like steelbooks, except on the shelf that doesn't look as nice, but when you open it up, I like the disappearing act, the magic trick that you can play. There's the inside with the discs, and the character shots again in here. And sticking on the X-Men front, last time I was at my local hobby store, they had an old school action figure. I did not care about Jean Grey. I cannot believe they made a Senator Kelly action figure. And he's like Stretch Armstrong material. On the back, it says, "Squeeze Senator Kelly to feel his body mutating." Absolutely. I love Stretch Armstrong. My favorite part of X-Men is when Senator Kelly's like going through those jail cell bars when he's mutating, just learning how to mutate. Yeah, I saw this. It was like a couple of bucks. So even though it's beat up to crap, I'm still going to keep it in the packaging just because I like it. I like all this. I bet the Stretch Armstrong does not work anymore. Not even tempted to test it. I don't know. Nostalgia runs thick with me in the X-Men series. Next up, we have X2 X-Men United. Just rewatched this sucker a couple of days ago, and boy howdy does this hold up a lot better. Or it holds up great. It holds up to where I wanted it to, because I remember loving this movie when I was a kid, and I still love it today. And I loved 1 and 2 so much that my first midnight movie experience was going to see X-Men The Last Stand. I went with a big group of friends. That group of friends, a good chunk of them, we still go see movies together to this day. We're old now. We don't go to the midnight showings. But the hype around this movie, around like the 9th grade yard, 9th, 10th grade, I don't even remember when this came out. When did this come out? 2010? No way. 2006? 2006. Oh God, I would have been junior in high school. That was the days, was it not, man? And on the inside, I remember hating this movie when I saw it. I remember not a lot of great things. The action wasn't great. Killing off Cyclops when they did was stupid. Just, yeah, not. And the Brent Ratner of it all was terrible. So, of course, the series went into a hiatus and came back a few years later. Personally, I think it came back with a vengeance. X-Men First Class. Love this movie so much. I just love how it was just a quick reboot of the series, a prequel. And I like where the franchise kind of went from there, where it just jumps decades instead of tries to emulate anything that happened with the first trilogy. It's setting its own footing, and it's doing a damn good job at it. Matthew Vaughn directs the hell out of this movie. I love Kevin Bacon as the villain in here. He's been doing a lot of villain roles recently, but the first one I can remember was X-Men First Class. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I also have a steelbook for X-Men First Class. That's how much I like it. I'll own as many versions as I possibly can. Here is the steelbook version of X-Men First Class. I don't like the artwork on this one as much as I do for the metal pack, but it's a steelbook. When I was like first starting collecting steelbooks, I was getting anything that I possibly could with all of my favorite IPs. X-Men First Class was definitely that. And I will take this disc out just because I really enjoy that image that's on the inside. Right there. Yeah, X-Men First Class was good. But then Bryan Singer decided to come back. The director of X-Men 1 and 2 decided to... He's like, oh, X-Men First Class? X-Men is back? I made a really crappy Jack and the Beanstalk movie. Let's go back to what buttered my bread here. And here is X-Men Days of Future Past. I'm a sucker for a time travel movie. Probably my favorite subgenre. Blend that in with superheroes. A lot of the Marvel stuff does a lot of time hopping now anyway. And, oh my god. Blending both eras. Fox has been doing this for over a decade now, and now Disney is hopping on the bandwagon with Deadpool and Wolverine. I still love to see it. I am still going to get those nostalgic pops when I do see it. This one also came with a booklet here, fan art. Ooh la la. I'll show you off a couple pictures here. But yeah, Days of Future Past. Amazing. Probably my favorite X-Men movie. Not like my standalone project, but I do like X-Men Days of Future Past quite a bit. A little better than X2, I will say. I also have a steelbook for this one. This one's pretty plain Jane. It just has the Sentinel on here, and I don't like the design of the Sentinels either in this movie. That's like one of the negatives that I have. It has the same inside as the metal pack. But the inside is so good, I understand why you're doing that. And then I also have X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue cut, because again, there's another cut of my favorite X-Men movie. I had to see it, and the Rogue scenes that are added in here flesh out a lot of her character, which she played a pinnacle role in the first trilogy, so I liked seeing that as well. Again, I will keep on praising this movie and buying any cut of the movie as I possibly can. Is there a steelbook for Rogue cut? Now I'm thinking about it. I have this, but if there is a steelbook, I should kind of upgrade it for sure. And back in the day when they were trying to push like downloads of apps in your physical media, this is the Cerebro app. Who the hell would download that? I mean, even back in the day, who would download that? Jesus. And then the brakes get pumped pretty dang good with X-Men Apocalypse. Bad, not good movie. I was hyped because Olivia Munn was in it. I'm a huge Olivia Munn fan, and she did nothing. This movie did nothing. Oscar Isaac plays Apocalypse. He just looked like frickin' Mr. Ooze from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Just Ivan Ooze, just not great. I am kind of nervous to rewatch this one because I didn't like it when it came out, and I feel like it didn't come out that long ago. But I will say, I will give them brownie points. for putting embossing on the X-Men Apocalypse wording and around the border. It does class up the Steelbook. I'm just not a big fan of it. And I don't even think I have Dark Phoenix now that I'm thinking about it and looking. It might be on that stack over there. But Dark Phoenix is really not worth talking about, and the Steelbook really doesn't look great. So you're not missing much here. Let's go into some of the side projects then, huh? Ooh, before we do that, I forgot. I should have talked about this with the original film, but I do have a DVD Steelbook, and that is of X-Men 1.5. I've never seen this. I don't know what the 0.5 is. I think it just has a whole bunch of extra features. I don't even think it has extra footage within the movie. It says, go beyond the movie with the enhanced viewing mode, incorporating more than 60 extra minutes of deleted scenes and behind-the-scenes footage you can as you watch the film. So it's like pop-up, video pop-up stuff. Back in the day when the DVD Steelbooks just put all of the wording on here without having a J card to kind of break that up. Not great. There's also a promotion for a lot more Fox Steelbooks, which I have all of these except for Fight Club. So that's cool. And then there's some more on the back. I don't have any of these. Should I get back into DVD Steelbook collecting? I don't know. I usually pick them up when they're like $1 or $2. Because they are cool. And just like seeing the size difference, like this sizing is of a DVD case because that's of the era when it came out. I like it. And I do like how this pamphlet or this just information about the DVD Steelbooks is in this packaging. But now let's go to the Wolverine spin-offs, shall we? Because it starts off very, very bumpy. Back in the day when they wanted to make a ton of these X-Men Origins movies, of course you start out with Wolverine. He is the most popular of the X-Men. I remember when this was originally coming out, they were talking about doing an X-Men Origins Magneto as well. That never seen the light of day because this movie stunk, my friends. X-Men Origins Wolverine is terrible. We all know about the Deadpool connection, and putting making the Merc with a mouthless is very terrible. The CGI freaking claws in the mirror, terrible. A lot of things about this movie are terrible, but the opening intro with Sabretooth and Wolverine, where they're fighting through time, like fighting through different periods of time, awesome. I will still stand by that to this day. But here's a movie that I have loved ever since it came out, and I don't think it's gotten the credit it deserves. The Wolverine. I have this cut, which is the Unleashed extended cut. I like when I read comics. So there was a brief time in college where I read a lot of comics, and my favorite comics were the one-shots, the ones where like, hey, this character is going off on his own side adventure. This is what this is. It's just Wolverine in Japan. What is not to love there? Blending different genres of film. This has the 3D Blu-ray. I don't have any of those in the collection. I've been curious. I've been thinking about dipping my toe into those waters, though. I don't know. It seems like it's still readily out there, and it seems like with VR goggles, you can watch 3D content pretty dang easily. If you are into that, let me know, because I really want to get more information. I wanted this Unleashed extended edition of the Wolverine, but I also wanted a Steelbook. So when this got on sale, I picked this up because I love this Steelbook. I love the artwork. I know both of the artworks are the same, but the claws on the Wolverine, how they kind of like sheen and shine through that metal is great. In the back here, oh my god, samurai sword in Logan's hand. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And then in here, we have, here we go. Here are the discs. This is a UK version. I don't remember when I bought it, where I bought it, anything like that. I'm terrible, sorry. There's kind of the inside, the Yakuza Logan right there. Who would have thought I could say that? Just cool. And then we have a pamphlet or a promotion for Days of Future Past. Right when that was coming out into theaters. I don't know. Wolverine is great. If you have not seen it in a long time, highly recommend it. I enjoy the crap out of it. But what I enjoy a little bit more is Logan. What I don't enjoy is this Logan Steelbook. I've never liked this art. People do like this art. It's just never gelled for me at all. That just does not look great. That does not scream what this movie is about to me at all. I don't know. I would have rather went with shots from the film because this film is gorgeous. and I want to watch it. It looks like, I thought I had the 4K. I only have the Blu-ray of this movie. I need to change that. But I do need to watch this movie in black and white. This is the first one I remember having like a black and white version. Logan Noir. But now, of course, Mad Max Fury Road, Mad Max Furiosa is coming out with it as well. God, here's some more. I know it's a comic book. I know it's what it's based off of. It's just, this does not scream the movie Logan to me. And I know that there's so many better alternative steelbooks for this movie. I need to bite the bullet and finally buy one, because this always bugs me. And the movie is so great, I don't want a great movie to have subpar packaging in my collection. But the last steelbook I'll go over is one of the newest ones that I bought. I hadn't watched this. I don't think I've seen it all the way through. I think I started it on Disney Plus and never finished it for some reason. That's the New Mutants. Now that I have it on 4K, I will watch it, because I do plan on watching every single X-Men movie, and this is the only one I really haven't seen. And I didn't hate what I was watching. I just did not go back to watch it for some strange reason. But I do like how horrific that image looks on the front. On the back, looks very cool. I love the disc artwork, and I love like the X-ray shots on the inside. And a lot of these kids have grown into full-fledged adults that are kind of going places. I know we got one of the Stranger Things kids. We have Anna Taylor-Joy, of course. We have the girl from Game of Thrones, Williams. Can't remember her first name, but yeah, just a lot of up and comers who came up in this movie. Very, very cool to see. But that was my entire X-Men and Deadpool set of movies. I cannot wait to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm also seeing it opening weekend so I don't get spoiled, because I feel like that is going to be rough even for the 24-hour span between Friday and Saturday when I see it. I plan on going like radio silent on social media. I will post and then not look at anything, because I do not want anything to get spoiled whatsoever. But I can't wait to see a lot of these characters from this original trilogy come back, make this be like a Fox swan song, a Fox X-Men swan song, and then you can kind of divulge into the MCU. Should be fun. Can't wait to see it. What are your thoughts on these releases, the X-Men series of media through the decades, animated, live action? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, and until next time, I'll see ya.